Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel for Peacefully Wired. My name is Matt, aka Peacefully Wired, your OCD coach. And in this video, I want to talk about the question that I see a lot of people ask in comments. I get them when I'm working with students. How do you do that? But how do you do that, right? I'll say, you got to gain unconditional acceptance, dispute your irrational beliefs. How do you, or actually that one is legitimate. How do you do that? But like sitting with anxiety, how do you do that, right? How do you let thoughts be there? How do you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym and work out? Things of that nature, right? How do you start a hobby, right? How do you do that? Okay, so I'm going to try to answer that question in this video. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the content. For one-on-one coaching with me, please email support@peacefullywired.com, or you can join our Peacefully Wired OCD community. That is a private OCD community that's not on social media, with other OCD sufferers in there already doing the work. Tons of great content, in-depth lives with me, Q&As with me. We do weekly lives where we do about an hour, 30 minutes of convo with me on a topic, and then we do question and answer for the remainder of that. And then every month we're going to do just a full Q&A for the whole hour. So good stuff. And if you're interested in learning more about that, please let me know and I'll send you some information. Or you can just email support@peacefullywired.com. So how do you do that? So the question is actually a dumb question. I'm sorry, I can't say it any other way. It's a stupid question. How do you do that? Something like getting up in the morning. How do I do that? You do it, right? My coach did great content about this, right? You're sleeping, you're sleeping. The alarm goes off. Pick up the phone. Actually, what you should be doing is putting your phone away from your bed. So you have to get up and go get your phone, turn the alarm off. I actually don't sit back down. Turn the alarm off, and then you go about your day. And you go to the gym. That's how you do that. You're asking for a special recipe, a secret sauce, right? You're asking for this secret trick that's going to get you to get up and get out of bed. I used to think the same way. There's something I need to tell myself. There's some kind of motivation. There's some mantra. There's some counting, something I need to do to get myself out of bed. No. In fact, if you start talking to yourself about getting out of bed and how important it is, if you have OCD chronically severely, your OCD is going to push back and it's going to tell you you want to stay in bed. You can't do anything, no matter what's happening in your mind, but get up and do that thing, right? It's just like sitting with anxiety. Matt, how do you do that? I don't know how to do that. Again, you're looking for some secret key. There is no secret key. Sitting with anxiety. Doing nothing is, I'm opening up my laptop here, I'm working and I'm in intrusive thoughts, images, urges, sensations, anxiety, depression, uncertainty. I'm working away, right? I don't stop and start trying to figure out things in my head. I don't do any compulsions. I don't do any deep breathing. I don't meditate for 10 minutes. I don't do any of that stuff. I just keep going. That's how you do that. How do I not interact, Matt? How do I not interact with they feel so real. Everything's so real. How do I not interact? By not interacting. How do I behave my beliefs before I believe them? Well, you behave like it's not bothering you. Not acting like it's not bothering you. Not this whole, I don't give a fuck about OCD. Oh, I don't care about my thoughts. Yeah, thank you, OCD, for reminding me this and that. right? No, that's not behaving like you believe something. That's an act because you don't actually believe what you're saying. That is a tool that you're being taught to use to help you distract yourself when what you actually need to be doing is accepting what's happening to you and behaving like it doesn't matter to you. That's how you get free. That's how you work on changing your beliefs and you develop unconditional self-life and other acceptance. And it takes time to behave your way into a belief because you're not going to believe it right away. You're not going to believe these things that you've believed in these belief systems that you've developed for a long period of time. The conditions that you've developed in your life, around your life, and around others. It takes time to break those down. The only way that you can do that is by doing it, right? There's no trick to doing it, not engaging with thoughts, not engaging with urges, not engaging with OCD is just that, not engaging. Behaving like you believe something would be, I believe I'm straight. I'm talking to a guy, I'm having intrusive thoughts, images, maybe I'm having groinal responses. He's a handsome man, all that stuff's going on. I'm going to behave like it's just another day at the park or a walk in the park, right? I'm still going to maintain eye contact with this individual. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to start trying to compulse and figure things out on my head to make certain that I don't find him attractive or want to do more than that, do anything else. I'm just going to continue to interact. No matter how difficult it is, I'm going to behave like that's not going on. It doesn't matter if they know or not, because they don't know. They have no idea what's going on in your mind. But a lot of us can be like, oh, if they only knew what I was thinking, this guy only knew what I was thinking right now. He doesn't know. And that's not like to give you reassurance, but they don't know. Nobody knows. Your wife doesn't know that you're having this internal dialogue going on. Your family, your friends, nobody knows that. They don't know. And they don't need to know. All you need to know is that you need to behave as if that wasn't going on. Because that's really one of the only ways you're going to get free, right? You just have to do it. You just have to behave. And that's not like an outward act. We're not talking out loud to ourselves. We're not doing mantras. We're not saying it's not me, it's my OCD. We're not checking. We're not doing ERP on the fly, right? If we've done ERP and it's helped us get our anxiety to go down. If you've done ERP and you have HOCD, you know that you'll still be triggered out in the real world, okay? Because that's not a real world encounter. All this writing these hypothetical things down, looking at pictures of men, all can help you. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to be back out in life again. And so you're going to have triggers of life. And you have to behave as if it's not there, because that's what recovery from OCD is you get to a point to where you live as if you don't have OCD, which means you understand how to respond to it, and you understand how to just do it. You just do it. How do you get up in the morning? Set your alarm. You're sleeping. Your alarm goes off. You get up. You pick up your phone. You turn the alarm off, and you go to the gym. I recommend that. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. Get up and exercise. You don't have to join a gym. I'm looking at some weights and kettlebell that I've got sitting around. I'm not using those right now because I actually do have a gym in the place that I live. So I'm grateful and blessed that I do have that opportunity. But I mean, you don't even have to have weights. You can do HIIT, right? High intensity interval training, planking, all these types of movements. Start with chair yoga, right? Get up and start doing something. That's how you do it. There is no secret trick I can give you. You just got to do it. How do I sit with anxiety? You just got to do it. How do I not engage with OCD? You just don't engage. You just do it. You do it by meaning you don't do it. Right? So hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Support at peacefullywired.com for all the information on how to work with me and how to join our Peacefully Wired OCD community. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.